Hey guys, Andrew here, and in this tutorial we're going to be looking at adding resources, like downloadable resources to the Move Church Forward website. And to begin with, people can look for whatever they want, so creative stuff, and it's looking right now and it'll populate right here what's coming up. There's only 4 resources, so I doubt it's going to pull anything right there. But you guys have several top level categories that you guys are working with, and we wanted this top level resource page to just be that. So people can look for creatives, they can look for groups, they can look for leaderships, discover class, etc. And then when people click on it, all the relevant resources under creative are here. We were looking at what it would look like to add more filters, but that's probably a conversation for a later date once the library here gets really expansive and kind of demands more filtering options for what we're looking for. And here we have the actual downloads area and everything that it's a part of. You can see it's part of the creative category and that it's tagged as a promo pack. We're going to go to the back end and we're going to look at resources. So it's right here under my stop button. And here, your first time here, if you're like me, you'll want to clean this up. I hate some of the stuff that shows. I don't need to know the title tag, the meta description. I don't need to know a score. And I really don't need to know the date, but I will leave it just because sometimes I like seeing how old or new a resource is and if I need to update it. And what we're going to do, instead of adding new, we're just going to edit one of these so we can see how it was made and reverse engineer it. So clicking on it, of course, the first thing you're going to want to do is give it a title and give it a description. We scroll down and here's where we actually have the resource information. So we have a blurb here that will show up on the grid. This shows up below the image on the grid. We have an area of ministry. So here are one of the several areas of ministry that you guys created those images for. And then we have the type of resource. So we have an area and then a type of resource. So you give it a top level area, and then in that you give it some other type of resource that it is, a guide, curriculum, promo pack, and you guys can edit all these and add more as well. And then below down here, we have 2 options. We can either download files or we can give outbound links. And here we're using outbound links because they're linked directly to your drive, your Google Drive. And I recommend using these outbound links for all of your big resources. There's no reason that we should have a zip file that's 40 gigs full of resources on the actual website. You need to use like a file sharing something like Dropbox or Drive or DigitalOcean for those kinds of things. And over here we have our main resource image. That's the just the featured image for this resource. You have like a preview image. So we were talking about I don't think we're utilizing it presently, but like previewing a PDF, like seeing part of the PDF. So you want your resource image to be like the Art of Delegation. This is a cool resource image, and then inside the Art of Delegation, you would have a place to preview the PDF. So you would click PDF, it'd bring up a preview image, and it's probably just a screenshot of the first page of the PDF that you're using. Nothing special, not an actual PDF, nothing they're going to download and try to use. Just a screenshot of the inside of the resource so they can see if it's actionable for them. And that is pretty much it on adding resources to the MoveChurchForward.com website.